What's the point of the plane if you don't know how to fly it? Yeah, I'm out here grinding. Okay, I'm out here grinding. All I do is work. All I do is grind.
What's up, gang? Happy Super Bowl Sunday. Wanted to drop a line that, because we're going into the Super Bowl, been a lot of talk about Tom Brady and a lot of talk about the Super Bowl. And I see so many people preparing for Sunday. And that's good. That's all great. But I want you to think about something. I think there was four preseason games. Then there's a 16-week season plus a bye. So there's 17 weeks there. That's 21 weeks. Then there's, I think, 5 weeks of playoffs if you make it to the Super Bowl. So we're at 26 weeks right now. 26 Sundays the Super Bowl winning team has played. So that's half of the year. Half the year they've worked 1 out of 2 Sundays playing in their Super Bowl. And so everybody's getting excited about the Super Bowl, and I am too, but what we gotta digest out of this and pull from this is that most of these players, these teams, wouldn't know if you or I died. They wouldn't be at our funeral, no idea. They're not gonna pay our mortgages, our rents, nothing. But we get so focused on these games that we don't put the work in to make it to our Super Bowl. And so these guys work 26, 27 weeks before you talk training camp and all that other stuff. I guarantee you Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, I guarantee you out of the other 26 weeks, they're working the majority of them, at least half of them. So I bet you they work 3/4 Sundays out of the year. And so I want you to keep that in mind, that from what I've gathered, if you're going to make it to the Super Bowl in anything, you're going to have to work weekends. People that I know that are very good at martial arts, they work Saturdays, Sundays. They train as much as they possibly can. And so we draw these black and white lines. And so today, I can tell you I've done it all. I've gotten time with the Lord today. I've gotten time with my mom today. I've gotten time with my wife today. I've gotten time with my daughter today. I worked on my mind, body, and spirit. I just got out of the gym, which is a late day for me, but that's when I could get to it today. And so now I'm getting ready to go back and hang with family and friends again. So why do we draw these black and white lines where you can't work at all on this day or whatever? You got to do them both. You got to do them both. So I just want to encourage you guys out there on the grind and on the hustle, that if you want to be, some of you guys are the underdogs. Some of you guys feel like you're slighted, like you're playing with a chip on your shoulder. Well, Tom Brady's a 6th-round draft pick, and he's probably going to go down as, in my personal opinion, the best quarterback to ever play the game, playing in another Super Bowl. So everybody likes his story. Everybody likes to talk about the Super Bowls. A lot of people like to hate on him. I don't know how you can hate on him. I love greatness. I admire greatness, even if you ain't on my team. Ray Lewis, they took my team, the Ravens, the Browns. Ray Lewis is one of my favorite. I love the way he plays the game. Tom Brady, one of my favorite. Love the way he plays the game. All-time competitor. People hate on him, talk sauce on him. All he does is just go throw more touchdowns and go to the Super Bowl and keep shoving it in people's face. I love Tom Brady. And so I just wanted you guys to start thinking about where you're at preparing for your Super Bowl, because Tom Brady played with a chip on his shoulder. He's playing in the Super Bowl because he was grinding. He was preparing. He was watching film. I think a lot of kids come out of college and don't have the success that they want because, especially athletes, people ask me, how did you transition into business out of school? I just kept with the same work ethic, same mentality. I was small, 5'7", 185 pounds, playing defensive back. So I was working extra. And so to be a student, you got to put in 30 hours a week or so. in your classes and studying. And then as an athlete, I know I was putting in 40 hours a week doing that. So we were 70 hours a week doing that. So I just came out of school with the same mentality out of college. Like, I'm just going to keep working my 70 hours a week. Now they're actually going to pay me to do this. I actually can make money. I was working 70 hours a week for free, making no money, going backwards financially. And so I think if more kids would come out of college, instead of looking for the first happy hour and looking for the first time they could catch a beer with their friends or go golfing, if they just would keep that grind work ethic coming out of college, keep working as a student athlete, put in 60, 70, 80 hours if you have to, then 10 years down the road, they'll be where they want to be and won't have to, and they could golf the world tour if they do it the right way. But they don't, so they seek this balance in comfort, in beer, in golf, and so they keep looking for making it for the next 20, 30, sometimes never years of their life. And so if you're a college student, especially collegiate athlete, you want to know what I think to make it and get and to be great in business or whatever you're trying to do, you better keep that same work ethic and start putting in 70, 80 hours a week, and don't believe all the average naysayers telling you need to do this, you need to do that. And those of us out there going to enjoy the Super Bowl today, ain't nothing wrong with enjoying the Super Bowl. I'm going to do the exact same thing. But I feel like I can feel at peace with doing this because I've also put work into myself and my family in reading books and audio books and exercising and all of this stuff today so I could prepare for my family's Super Bowl. So many people are preparing for other people's Super Bowl. You're going and buying tickets and paying money to pay other people to achieve their goals and dreams in the Super Bowl, and you ain't taking your family to the Super Bowl. These people in the Super Bowl have worked tons of hours preparing for this. They've worked more than half of the weekends of the year preparing for this. And so how do you prepare for yours? Do you go after your goals and dreams? Are you cheering for yourself and your family as hard as you cheer for the Patriots, or as hard as you cheer for the Falcons, as hard as you cheer for your team? Are you cheering for yourself in the morning? Because I guarantee you, the team that you're cheering on, the head coach of that football team is out grinding 99.9% of the people you know. He would not be telling you that you're working too much if you're putting in extra work in the evenings, mornings, weekends. Average people will, but not the head coach of the Super Bowl winning team. Not the star quarterback that goes to the Pro Bowl. Ask them how much time they put into their craft to be great. And so I just wanted to encourage you going into this week that as we admire, cheer, and enjoy the Super Bowl and the talents that we watch while people enjoy the fruits of their labor on the football field and look to make history, that I want you to wake up tomorrow with a chip on your shoulder, ready to go to your Super Bowl, ready to make history, ready to put in the same exact type of focus and work that Hall of Famers that you watch today do in order to achieve their goals and dreams, okay? So make no mistake, the only way that these people are in the Super Bowl is because they're in the super grind mode all year long. Too many people want the result. They don't want the process. They want the Super Bowl. They don't want to grind and put the work in to win a Super Bowl, so they're at home clapping. So let's rock and roll, enjoy this Sunday, and get up on Monday ready to grind. Get ready. It's a new day. Let's get it.
To subscribe to SimonArias.net, follow these simple steps. Go to SimonArias.net. On the homepage, scroll down to the bottom. Where prompted, enter your first name along with your best email address and click Join Grind Messages. Thanks for watching.